there's no disease without a cause. If you are able to know the cause and make sure that you reverse and make sure that you stop the cause, actually you can get well.
As long as you are living, falling sick is part of the deal. And so whenever you fall sick or your loved one feels unwell, people have got different options on where to go for treatment. Some prefer seeing their, personal doctors. Others prefer going to a facility so that they may get cure for whatever it is that's troubling them health-wise. Another rare group prefers to, check in with their herbalists and their natural remedy specialists. And it is for that reason that today we have this episode right here. I got a chance to visit with the medical missionaries in the Nairobi CBD area. And if you haven't heard about them, don't panic. If you've heard about them, probably you are a Seventh-day Adventist member, or you have a friend who goes to the Seventh-day Adventist church, okay? I'm gonna fill you in on them and what they do, the kind of products they have for sorting out different illnesses and to even prevent some of the illnesses. We are happy to sample some of the products he has. We know honey is a good source of natural sugar, which is necessary for your, supply of energy for your daily use. And it also, when taken orally, can help cure cough. And when applied on wounds, it helps with fast recovery to the wounds due to its inflammatory agents. We also have a product like Moringa, which we know is loaded with vitamin C. It is good for strengthening immunity. It has other minerals also that help fight diseases and fights inflammation and lowers blood sugar as well. Other products that he has at his offices include almond nuts, black and white pepper, activated charcoal. This is a must-have in your family, okay? He has pawpaw leaves powder, lemongrass, fenugreek, shea butter. These I've used before and it was wonderful for whatever reason I was using it for. I still use it for my skin anyway, okay? He has aloe vera gel, he has black seed oil, he has activated charcoal mask if you want to take care of your skin. He has all these and many more products. Finally, we get a chance of sitting down and having a conversation. We are curious to know, how did he start the clinic, how did he start his practice, what inspired him to do this kind of work, how long has he been doing this, and many other questions which you might be interested in knowing. And if that is the case, go ahead and stick right in here. But first things first, if this is the first or second video you are watching on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Make this your home for all matters health. Let Ronji Health Tips be the place to be. So go ahead and subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that when we upload a new video, you are able to run in and join us. And so my first question is, what inspired you to be a medical missionary?
My name is Nimrod Opande. I'm a medical missionary, and I thank God for this work. It's a work that I've done for a number of years, and what inspired me to do this job was, of course, a condition. Some years back, after I'd gone through college and I'd lived in Nairobi for maybe 1 or 2 years, I realized that I didn't have a very good health. I was getting in the hospital in and out because of some infections. And at that time I was also very spiritual. I used to pray a lot. And one day I just heard a voice telling me that I've healed you. But that didn't happen until I moved from Nairobi to Kisii. And when I was in Kisii, I realized that there were a lot of natural foods, a lot of fruits that I would get at a very affordable prices. And actually my diet changed from eating a lot of junks that I used to eat here in Nairobi, a lot of foods that are fermented, to pure natural foods, in terms of vegetables, in terms of fruits, in terms of nuts, and I consumed a lot of them. And before long I realized that my health was reviving, and before long I was healed.
Where did you get the necessary training for the medical missionary work?
I'd read this book known as Christian Service and read about medical missionary, but I didn't know it exactly. In fact, I had asked myself, what is this medical missionaries? And why is it that I've not seen it? I didn't know that God was preparing me to meet now the medical missionaries. After some few months, they came, and we realized that as opposed to the way we were thinking, they were just using natural remedies. And they were able to take us through a training of use of natural remedies, how to prevent diseases, especially using the 8 laws of health, in which most of us have abused. And that's the reason why so many of us are sick even today. So from there, we learned that as simple as New Start, which is nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust in God, you can actually postpone your death, because you don't have to die young. You can actually postpone your death by obeying these laws of health and then obeying the 10 commandments of God. With that, you are able to prevent many diseases.
What kind of diseases and conditions have you handled so far?
Okay, I've been in this practice for more than 8 years. It's now 8 years since I started, and I've realized that issues with lifestyle diseases has a lot of demand. Like there are a number of people who are suffering from diabetics. Hence, if you have remedies that can prevent or can control or can heal diabetics, it's likely that you are going to help and serve people. In my case, I've handled many people who are having diabetics, but the organs are still intact, because if the organs are already damaged, it might take time, or it might be difficult for you to get or to reverse them. But if the organs are still intact, you can actually reverse diabetics. I've realized and I've found people who are, their diabetics is up to 18, and we've reduced them up to 5 or even 7. We've also realized that many people are suffering from high blood pressure, in which also, if you are able to control your weight, you are able to control your diet, and you are able to use some of these herbs, you can also actually help reduce or even eliminate high blood pressure, especially if the organs are still intact. We have also realized there are many people who are suffering from hormonal imbalance, mostly the ladies. They have hormonal imbalance, they have fibroids, they have cysts, and all these, if you correct your diet and you use herbs, nowadays we have a lot of herbs that you can use to help the cyst or even the fibroids to shrink. Once it's shrunk, it's not a must that you have to do surgery. There's a way that you can treat these diseases without doing surgery. And the most important is that you make sure that your lifestyle is okay. The diet that has a lot of chemicals that enhances the growth of some of these diseases, if you're able to reduce or remove completely from your diet, you are likely to be okay. I've also realized there are a number of people who have problems with stomach issues, like bloated stomach, stomach pains, bacterial infections like H. pylori, it's a lot, especially here in Nairobi, typhoid, amoebic dysentery, there are a lot. But if you are able to, first of all, make sure that the digestive system is efficient by once in a while doing colon cleanse, and also using some herbal medicine that can easily kill the bacteria, you can easily do away with some of these diseases, because most of the herbs that are bitter in taste will actually kill some of these bacterial infections.
What is the most successful recovery experience you've had, or a condition that you've treated successfully over the years?
For the 2 years that we had Corona, actually I realized why God wanted us to be the medical missionary work, because bigger percentage were healed by natural remedies. I myself, twice or 3 times, I was attacked, but I still used the natural remedies to recover from sickness. And because during that time the hospitals were overwhelmed and many people would do home-based care, they would not mind whether they have Corona or not, they would just give me a call. And since I was in this work, I would not be hesitant to go and help. And in most cases, I would get people who are completely down. I would try as much as possible to avoid direct contact with them. but I would also try to make sure that they get well. I thank God because so many people whom I was called to help in their homes, I actually went even in some hospitals, and thank God not even one died. Most of them are able to recover using very simple natural remedies, as simple as use of garlic, as simple as use of a lemon, as simple as use of activated charcoal, as simple as use of artemisia, hydrotherapies. We are able to recover and help many people recover. We are also able to recover ourselves. That's an area that I saw God's hand, and I thank God for that because many people were healed during that time. And I thank God because even NATEPA, even government recognized that, and actually we were taken for more trainings and for some more informations and even some awards, and we thank God for that.
Do you have other branches apart from the Nairobi CBD branch?
We have another branch in Migori, which was our second branch, which is just opposite Migori Primary School, and it's also doing well. With time, we are thinking of having even more branches because there is a need for this work. Many people are sick and many people need this. Even those who are using conventional medicine to do treatment, they also still need these natural remedies. So the field of medical missionaries and the field of using natural remedies is wide and is going to open even much wider.
And finally, what would you love our viewers to take away from this interview? What would you like them to know?
Prevention is better than cure, and almost all these diseases we can prevent. But once we have already attacked, there's a way that we can reverse some of these diseases, especially if you start that program at the onset. Don't wait until it is too late. If you wait until it is too late, it will be difficult to reverse some of these diseases. But if you start early, the moment you start feeling the body is not well, you start feeling signs and symptoms, you start working on them using natural remedies, I don't think there's any disease that you can't reverse. I've seen many diseases. If you start early, you will be able to improve your immunity, you will be able to detoxify your system, you'll be able to cleanse the whole system, and actually out of that, the disease will get out, because there's no disease without a cause. If you are able to know the cause and make sure that you reverse and make sure that you stop the cause, actually you can get well. So make sure that you do the best, especially in lifestyle. Make sure that you choose the best food, make sure that you choose the best lifestyle, and you will be able to get well in terms of health. You don't have to die young. You can actually postpone your death and live longer than you think.
Alright, prevention is better than cure. You've heard that yourself from the medical missionary expert, Mr. Nimrod Opande. It's been a pleasure, and now the ball is onto your court. I want to hear, have you had experience with any of the herbs that we have here? Have you had any beautiful experience, any help that you got out of these natural remedies? Share with us in the comment section. Are you looking forward to try any of the remedies? Share with us in the comment section and let's interact. And keep on at Ronji Health Pips for more videos on your matters health. And until then, God bless you.